Guys, in this installment of PJ Cooks Sexy Food, I'm going to teach you how to render the fat from the skin that we reserved when we butchered those chicken leg quarters. So let's begin.
So what we're going to do today, we're actually going to be creating schmaltz. So what we're going to start off with is we have our chicken skin that we've cut up into little cubes and little strips. We have a couple of cups of water, we have a medium diced onion, and some salt and pepper. What I've done is I've added our chicken skin, our water, and our onions into a large saucepan over high heat, and we're bringing that up to a full boil. So as you can see, we've come up to a full rolling boil. Now we're going to knock the heat down to medium low and let this cook for 1 hour for all the liquid to evaporate and the fat to render. Every couple of minutes I'm going to come in and just give it a stir to make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom. So we've been simmering on medium low now for about 30 minutes. You can see the fat starting to render. You can see the golden fat appearing around the edges of the pan. We're going to keep going for at least another 30 minutes. So it's been about 45 minutes that we've been going. The liquid is mostly evaporated. What we have left now is a lot of chicken fat with the liquid and the onions. So now what we want to do is we want to just keep this going until the edges of the chicken start to turn a little brown and the fat is clear. Should be about another 15 minutes, stirring constantly. So it's been 15 minutes. You can see how the liquid is all cooked out. What we now have left is nothing but pure, beautiful golden fat on the bottom. We're going to continue to fry this bit of chicken skin for just a little bit longer to get some more of it out of there. And then we're going to be back in a couple of minutes to strain it out. So it's been about 10 minutes. You can see how everything has gotten nice and brown. Everything looks beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the heat and we're going to transfer this into our strainer over a bowl. So now we have a fine mesh sieve over our bowl, and what we're going to do is we're going to pass this all through, strain out all the fat into a bowl, and we're going to let that cool for a little bit, and then we're going to transfer that fat into a mason jar. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, you can see that beautiful golden fat that we have here, and we're going to save that, and don't worry about those little brown bits that are left over. We're going to use those in another application. Okay, so we let the fat cool. We have a mason jar with a funnel. We are going to pour our rendered chicken fat or schmaltz into the jar. Put the lid, screw it tight, store it in the refrigerator. Return our pan back to the heat. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of the chicken fat that we rendered, the schmaltz. Then I'm going to return the bits of skin and onion to the pan, and we're going to fry these in this pan for about 5 to 10 minutes, just until everything is nice and crispy. And then we're going to save this. This is called Gribenes. At this time that we just put it back, now is when we want to give it a pinch of that salt and pepper, just to season it to the way that you would like it. Put as much as you would like. And then once this is all done, I'll show you what we have to finish as our finished product. As you can see, from a part of the chicken that would normally go to waste, we created 2 distinct items. We have that beautiful chicken fat that we could use to roast potatoes, to roast vegetables, to make matzo balls, and we have the Gribenes, which is good for soup, for salads, for anything that you'd want to put a little crunch to. You can put it on a cracker with some jam. It's wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this recipe today, and I hope you do use this and not waste any part of that chicken.